that those videos that you have, you're answering questions that you think those people are going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if you could somehow switch that, and you could have all the answers to the customers could answer the questions that you have so that you could give them a good price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's hard to do through a video that you know what I mean? You would have to be asking.
That's where the Zoom
questions.
estimate comes in.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you going to do that?
I mean,
I would love it.
No, yeah,
I'll sit in front of a Zoom thing and tell people like, this is what you got to do.
It doesn't matter, are we going to want to or not? Like, the industry will go that way, and people that don't want to go that way are going to get left behind.
Well, my wife, she does the telehealth things like through her hospital. So
you don't even need to go to the doctor anymore. You can go to the doctor, and they will just interview you over the phone and ask about how you're feeling and your symptoms, and they'll make you a prescription right then.
Yeah. And not to get completely off topic, I know we're at an hour, but like, the only plumbers that can do that, or HVAC techs that can do that, are ones with really serious experience.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, you would have to take Spencer and be like, okay, Spencer, you're sitting in front of a computer now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a doctor, there are way more plumbing problems in the world than there are health problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a math problem.
Yeah.
Like, what are those guys going to be making? This is my curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you, like, expecting an answer, but it's like...
Those are all things that a business owner has to figure out. Like, are you going to do virtual estimates? And if you are, how are you going to pay that virtual estimator? Yeah. Right? They're going to get a cut, obviously, because they're selling. Yeah. So how are you going to pay that person? Are they going to get a base? Are they going to get a commission? Is it all commission? Is it base plus?
I would think it'd be base plus, because
Who knows?
The amount of crazy calls you could get that have nothing to do with anything are going to be outlandish. Well, like, do you have to have 4 filters before you get to the real guy? Like, you know what I mean? No,
you would just structure that like we do virtual water heater estimates. And so you're basically click on this button if you'd like a virtual water heater estimate. And so that you're not going to get all the random questions. It's only going to be water heaters, right?
Drunk guys at 12:30. Click.
Or do one.
We don't answer the phone at 12. Like, that's part of the reason we don't answer our phones in the middle of the night.
I guess it wouldn't have to be live. It'd be like, okay, if you want to, you basically almost apply. Okay, make a video and you have to hit this box, kind of like what Google does when you have to verify your business. Send that in, and then you could just review them and watch them, I guess.
Yeah, it's still like the videos are supposed to be educational. The videos are not supposed to be solving your problem today.
No,
right?
but they could filter customers. Or give them more information so that when they call in, they have that information ready.
Yeah. But then, even then, you're still, like, you wouldn't want, I would not want a scenario where it's check this box if you have a PVC flue, check this box if you have metal flue. Because now...
People are dumb. They don't even know what the difference is.
What's the difference between PVC and metal? What's a flue? Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's
what's
where...
What's a flue? That's the right answer.
I'm serious.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. That's what they don't know.
It's like people when they want tires for their car and they don't even know what their tire size is. And they're like, can't you just give me a ballpark? And it's like, no, we need to know what size they are. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that'd be like if Danielle went in for tires and I needed tires.
Yeah. Like, 2 totally different vehicles.
Yeah. My tires are $500 a piece. Hers are probably, like, good tires for her car would be $250. You're talking double.
Right.
You kind of see it in the industry of the automotive industry, where I think maybe the plumbing industry is kind of where the automotive industry once was, where it's like, I just want to be able to fix a carburetor and engines. I don't want to learn all this electrical software stuff. But you've seen automotive guys have to learn all this stuff. And so maybe it's like the plumber's time to have to learn that stuff.
Well, that's why I love millennials coming into the plumbing scene, because they're not stubborn. Yeah. And everybody that's older than millennials that's currently in the plumbing scene or leaving the plumbing scene, they're incredibly fucking stubborn. And they refuse to learn technology. Well, technology is the way of the future.
Well,
and so...
I mean, like, this is another topic for another day, but, like, if you've done well and you're 45, you don't have to. You're on your way to retire. You know what I mean? Like, there's justification, but if you haven't, like, dude, you're right. Like, your point's completely valid. Like, you got to get after it because you're broke.
Right.
Like,
the amount of plumbers that refuse to learn tankless water heaters, for example, because they're new and they're interesting and they're different and they're complex and they just refuse to learn it. And they therefore forever they carve out a massive area of their career and a massive area of earnings because they refuse to learn one of the higher paying repairs that we can do in the plumbing world.
Dude, how many years ago did I call you and I was like, hey, Mitch, this person wants a tankless and I don't know what to do.
Right.
Like, but my immediate response wasn't, oh no, I don't do that. I was doing heating and air at the time.
Right.
Like, hey dude, how do I do this? He's like, hey, this is what you got to have. This is the best one's in Navien. I said, okay, enough said. Went on Google, Navien. How to install.
Imagine if
you know what I mean? It was just like,
like, sorry, cut you off.
No, you're fine. But it's like I didn't do tank change outs.
Right.
I mean, I did a few. I didn't care. Like if someone asked me, but like if I went in and they were like, hey, you know, I know you're changing out our stuff and we're doing all this work. Would you check out my water heater? I'd really like to have a tankless. And I'd be like, boom, this Navien is the shit. This is what you need. It like, I completely embraced it. I bet I put in like 15.
Yeah.
I have no plumbing license. Like, come on, guys.
Right.
Get after it. Stop being lazy. It's really just being lazy. Well, is what it really is.
The reason I brought up refusing to embrace technology is like digital estimates and virtual estimates is technology.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and that's why
so you've got all these old school guys that are like, I'm not, unless they're paying a service charge and I'm driving to their house, that's not our customer.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're going to run out of customers real quick.
Well, and that's why I brought it up, because it's like, how do we, what is the transition?
Yeah.
Well, like how do we
just look at how people buy these days?
Yeah.
You used to have to get in your car and go to the store and hope they had what you wanted in stock. And then if they didn't, you would go to multiple stores. Well, now what do? You go to Amazon and you order it and it's on your doorstep in 6 hours.
I go to 2 stores. Hardware wise, if they don't have it, it's Amazon on my phone in their parking lot.
Right.
Like, okay, they don't have it here. I have to wait.
Yeah.
I can wait one day. It's fine.
With these sump pump jobs,
I hate it. I wish they had stuff at the store again.
We've got Pushmatic breakers in some of these sump pump jobs that we have to do. And there is a store in town that sells them, but that store is 50 minutes away. So that's 2 hours round trip.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I can order it on Amazon and it'll be at my doorstep in 3 days. And so when I sell one of those jobs, I just set it up to where I don't want to spend the 2 hours. I go on to Amazon, I go to my recent orders, I order it again, and I just set the job to where we install the job 3 to 5 days later to make sure that it's on my doorstep before we get to the job.